Sports are fun on the field, on the green, or on the track, but they can also be fun on the small screen. There are a lot of fun apps that let you experience your favorite sports from the comfort of your couch. Sports apps range from focusing on realism and authenticity to being downright nutty. It all just depends on what you're in the mood for. From bowling to boxing to baseball, here are 10 of the best sports games on Android. Crew adds a unique flair to bowling while keeping with tradition. There's a good amount of depth to the mechanics, but they're still pretty easy to grasp. You have the ability to adjust the angle of your throw as well as where on the lane you throw. Players also have the ability to add a curve to their throw just like in real bowling. You compete against other players in online matches. In these matches, you play short versions of bowling matches against another player. You can play using a number of different types of bowling balls with different attributes and designs. This game is free to download and play with in-app purchases. There's no energy system here, but you do have to pay chips, in-game currency, in order to play matches. The official app version of the popular EA franchise. It focuses on delivering the most realistic soccer experience you can play on mobile. There aren't any flashy powers or gimmicks with this game. Unlike games like Sega's Football Manager, you're playing the actual matches, so you'll be controlling the characters as you play. You're doing a lot more in FIFA Mobile than just playing the matches. You're also in charge of some of the managerial affairs. You can customize your team by choosing the players and the formations you want them in. The game is fun overall, but you will need to go through a lengthy tutorial. You get the standard array of app shenanigans with FIFA Mobile. There are in-app currency, premium currency, and an energy system. You can buy all sorts of items and currencies using the in-app store. Golf Blitz is definitely a pick-up-and-play type of game. You're tossed right into the action on a 2D golf course. Just like any golf game, you're swinging to get the golf ball in the hole with as few strokes as possible. What's neat about this game is that it's a competitive game. You play against other players in real-time multiplayer matches. Your goal is to be the one who sinks the ball first. You can pay to buy different golf balls and different costumes for your character. While there are in-app purchases, there's no energy system present. Basketball is one of the more unconventional games on this list. It's part sports, part beat 'em up, all crazy. Your character is just a head, 2 feet, and 2 hands. You face off against another player on a 2D basketball court. In each match, you run back and forth to bounce the basketball into the opponent's hoop. This game is not going for authenticity at all, as you can actually punch the other players. You throw punches to disorient your opponents and stun them. Not to mention, there's actually blood. There are also special abilities that land you trick shots with cool effects. This game does have in-app purchases, but they don't get in the way of gameplay. You earn coins throughout the game, and you can also buy them. You use them to upgrade your character and buy attire. Mobile Football Manager is one of the most detailed sport managers you can get on a mobile device. You take on the role of coach of your own soccer team. It's your job to handle all of the managerial tasks to bring your team up and it to victory. In the game, you'll be keeping track of all of the players, handling legal and financial matters, appointing roles, and a ton more. You can also watch a sped-up version of soccer matches take place. Football Manager 2021 Mobile is the mobile version of a full PC release, so it does cost some money. It will cost you $9.99, but you can get it for free with Google Play Pass. There are add-ons you can buy in the shop, but those are completely optional. Streetball Allstar adds a fun and cartoonish spin to basketball. You're playing Streetball basketball so you're playing on smaller teams of players. You're playing on teams of only 3 people, so it's a bit easier to keep track of the ball. Allstar adds a fun and cartoonish spin to basketball. You're playing Streetball basketball so you're playing on smaller teams of players. You're playing on teams of only 3 people, so it's a bit easier to keep track of the ball. There's an expansive roster of characters you can play as, and they each have their own personalities. Each character has several skins you can buy and equip, and they can be upgraded with different special skills. There aren't any ads, but there are 3 different types of currency: gold coins, diamonds, and gems. You can spend money on gems and certain characters, but the in-app purchases don't get in the way of the gameplay. Retro Bowl is a football simulator with a nostalgic flair. You take on the role of a coach, and you have to manage your team to rake in the victories. It's your job to maintain the team, sign on new players, and assign coordinators. You participate in the actual matches, and you play with simple tap and swipe controls. However, this is only when you're on offense. When the other team has the ball, the gameplay automatically with text boxes narrating what happens. There are no ads in Retro Bowl, nor is there an energy system. In-app purchases are kept at a minimum with the option to spend up to $10. The unlimited version with a team editor, weather system, and other features costs only 99 cents. And despite its cartoonish appearance, Baseball 9 plays pretty faithfully to the actual sport of baseball. Each game has you playing a full 9 innings as both the batter and the pitcher. There's even the possibility of having the game go into overtime. You get a lot of control in this game. Firstly, you can customize your team from the name to the color of the uniforms to the team's emblem. You can even add on accessories to the players to give them some flair. These accessories also affect the players' stats. Baseball 9 for free, but there's an energy system. That shouldn't be much of an issue because each game lasts a while. Also, most of the items in the game cost gems, which are the premium currency. Clash brings tennis to the small screens, and it does a good job. You have simple tap and swipe mechanics to control your character throughout the court. Just tap where on the court you want to run to and then swipe to hit the ball. There are a bunch of ways you can customize and upgrade your character. You can purchase different tennis rackets, tennis racket grips, shoes, and armbands to help give you the edge in the match. You can also purchase different players as you progress. There are in-app purchases that can buy you gems and coins, but they don't really get in the way of progress. Also, there's no energy system, so you can play unlimited rounds. Swordplay fencing isn't a sport that gets a lot of video game adaptations, but FIE Swordplay brings the sport to the small screens. This game strives to bring a realistic fencing experience, and it does a good job at it. There aren't any special powers or abilities in this game, just honest-to-goodness fencing. While there aren't any powers, you can upgrade your suits and rapier to help during matches. Along with upgrading your uniform, you can change your uniform's appearance. If you want to customize your character even more, you can customize your character's movements with different taunts. There are in-app purchases in this game, but there aren't any ads. You earn cash as you win matches, and then you can use the gold bars to buy weapon and equipment packs. That is it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. If you then please subscribe. And tell me in the comments section next on which topic do you want.